everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. So today is the first installment of my collection video. So I asked in a vlog and a number of different videos if you would want me to do like an in-depth collection of my makeup. Not to brag, not to show off what I have. I've bought everything with my own money. I just thought it would be really informative for people that are maybe just starting out in makeup, that are just want to try new things, that maybe they haven't tried any of these things before, and just an opinion. It's my opinion. This might not work for you. These products might work for you. It's just a video. I just thought it'd be informative at some point in the video. I don't know. I just thought it'd be quite fun to do, and I am sort of struggling for ideas. It's either makeup looks or hauls, and I'm kind of getting bored of it. So I just thought this could be a little series that I can post a video on every other month, every other week sort of thing. So we're obviously starting with primers. So I didn't realise I had this much primers. I was thinking this one's going to be so short. Some of these videos are going to be short because there's like, I don't have much like setting sprays and stuff like that. But primers live in this in my drawer. I have quite a few, and I thought I'd go through them all, tell you what I think about them. Are they worth it? I'll give you a price point, where to buy it. I'll link every single one down below for you guys. But yeah, let's get started. The first one I have, now technically this is not a primer, it is a moisturiser, but I love this as a primer. I pop this on top of my moisturiser. Once like my moisturiser's sunk in, I pop this on and it just leaves this beautiful dewy base for foundation, for concealer, for all your other makeup. So this is the Wilda Skin Food Light Intensive Instant Moisturizing Skincare for your face and body for dry skin. It is organic ingredients and it's just really nice. It's really nice. So I got the light because I don't have necessarily really dry skin. So I feel like the normal one would be too oily for me and possibly make me too slippy slidey with my foundation and stuff. Whereas this, it leaves my skin feeling so hydrated and silky smooth. It makes foundation look so flawless when you pop it on top. I love this stuff. It is pretty expensive. I believe I got this for £13 from Boots, and it's just so nice. It is worth the money in my eyes. You do get a larger tub than this as well, but this I will repurchase. It's going to last me a long time because I don't use it every single day, but if you were to buy it as a moisturiser, highly recommend. It's so nice, and it's just really good skincare for your skin. You don't have to use this on your face. You can use it everywhere. It is for your body as well. Would I repurchase this? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Is it worth the price tag? Yes. It's a really good primer. If you didn't want to use it as a primer, I'd highly recommend it as skincare, as a moisturiser. It is so good. Next is a new one. I've got it on today. I love this. It is so nice. It is the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters Primer, Highlighter and Glow Booster. I got the shade Light Medium. So this is on par with the e.l.f., I can't remember what it's called, Glow Booster thing. The filter finish by Collection, and also the Charlotte Tilbury wand thing. This is so nice. It was £6, I think. It was between £6 and £10 from Boots. They have 6 colours in the range. The packaging I love. This is like the old style foundation packaging, and I love that packaging. It is so nice under makeup, but also I love these sort of products for on their own when I don't want to put foundation and things on, but I want something on my skin. This is so nice for that. It doesn't give coverage almost. It's not really coverage. It just evens out your skin tone. It leaves a beautiful glow. But under foundation, it doesn't irritate the application of the foundation, concealer, bronzers, powders, anything like that. It's so nice. And it's one of the cheaper options. I believe this is roughly the same as the collection one, roughly about the same price, but you can normally get 3 for 2 on Rimmel in the drugstore in Boots anyway, so you are going to get at least a deal if you were to buy this. So again, is it worth it? Yes. Is it worth the price? Yes. Is it good? Yes. For the first time I used it, first impression, I really enjoy it. I don't know what it's going to be like throughout the day, so I'd have to check up on that, but for the first time using it today under makeup, my skin looks so glowy, as you can see, and I really, really, really enjoy this. I would repurchase this again, obviously in the near future, because I just bought it, but so good, so good, highly recommend. On the other end of the scale, we have the Maybelline Fit Me Luminous and Smooth Primer. I wanted to really like this because the Pore one got so much hype. I was like, nobody's like giving this one any notice, and as you guys know, the more luminizing primers are more for me. I used to absolutely obsess over the L'Oreal Lumi Magic. They discontinued that. I was heartbroken when I found that out, when they discontinued that. That was my absolute favorite primer ever. I believe I bought about 10 bottles of that throughout my like teens and early 20s. I loved that primer so much. I don't know why they got rid of it. It was like a dupe for the MAC strobe cream. It was half the price. It was so good. It was so glowy. Like, it was ridiculously glowy, and under makeup it was so nice. So I have no idea why they got rid of that. I thought this was going to be sort of similar when it said a luminous, but it is not. It is a cream that doesn't really do much. It doesn't really do much, which is really sad. It's like I was shocked actually when I first pumped it out of the tube. This was £7, so it's not exactly inexpensive. It has got SPF in it, which is quite nice. But as you can see, it's more of a cream lotion sort of thing. It takes a long while to blend in. It is giving me almost. I mean, it does look illuminating. It is nice. But for some reason, I just don't feel like it does much. If you like that really subtle, hydrated look, yes. But when I think of luminous, I think Lumi Magic. Like, super, like, glow within. It doesn't really do that. It kind of just hydrates, almost like the Welda. It's like a cheaper version of the Welda. It is a bit more glowier than the Welda, but it's not wowing me. I probably wouldn't repurchase this one, which is sad. I just don't think I'm a fan of Maybelline's face makeup. Personal preference. But yeah, is it worth it? Not really. Is it worth the price? Definitely not. Would I repurchase? Probably not. It's not my favourite. It's not terrible. Like, if you like that kind of hydrated look, it's really nice, but I already have my Welda for that, so there's no point in having two. It doesn't really smooth out, I don't think. I just feel like it hydrates, which helps with the smoothness of the skin, but for it to be luminous and smoothing, it does feel hydrating. I give it that. It is good for the hydration. I will still use it. I'm not going to not use it. I do use it. I just don't feel like I'd repurchase it because I don't feel like it does much, if that makes sense. It's not getting good write-ups online either, but these two kind of go on par with each other. They're both sort of the same concept. So we have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then we have the Beauty Crop We Cherie Gripping Primer. So these are basically the same thing. They both do the exact same thing. They both go on like a gel. You leave it for a couple of seconds and it goes super duper tacky, which helps the foundation adhere to your skin, which means it stays flawless for longer, which means it stays on for longer. And these both, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I couldn't pick my favourite. The only thing I have an issue with this one is, I don't know if it's because the gel is so thick it doesn't go through the pump. I don't know if it's the pump that's just faulty on this one. I've got to screw the pump off and squeeze it out, which isn't a big deal, but it's kind of like, what's the point in having the pump there if you can't use it? Because like it literally, this is all it has on it. Like, you're not getting that in there. Like, it's like it's too thick. And when you're pumping it, it just sucks all the air out of the actual tube. So I just find it easier to screw off, squeeze, put it on. I love this formulation though. It is so good. It leaves a really tacky base. It's so nice. This one I equally love. The pump works on it, which is great. It does have the same sort of pump though, which is strange. I don't know why. This I feel like is more like a jelly. This is more like a serum sort of vibe. This is definitely a little bit more tacky, I feel. But both of them really good. Both roughly the same price point, so they're not super expensive. I feel like this was a tenner. I don't know how much that is on its own because I got it in a set of 3. So I think it was £18 for the 3. So maybe this one is a little bit cheaper. But either or, I would highly recommend both. Are they both worth it? Yes. Would I repurchase? Yes, both of them. They're so good. And I don't necessarily wear these every single day when I wear makeup. I only wear them if I'm going out and I need it to last. There's no point in putting stuff on like this all the time when I don't need it. So, but for night outs, like, my makeup stays on using both of them. I have used this one more. I just gravitate towards it more, but both of them, highly recommend. Very, very good. Next we have these. So these are the By Terry dupes from Aldi. These were £6.99 each. So nice. So nice. I haven't really delved into this one because it is so pale and so lilac. It is tulip, so it is like a really iridescent purpley pink colour. Again, it does leave a little bit of a cooler tone cast on my face, so when I'm pale I'll probably use this more. But then when I'm pale, I'm in the winter, so I tend to not go super duper bronzy and glowy in the winter. So I don't think I'd repurchase that shade, but the formula of this is so good. I don't know if it is the same as the By Terry one. I've never tried it. That one is £60. This is £6. What? So this is the Lacura CC Serum Glowing Base Hydration and Colour Correction. I can't speak. I've been talking for so long. Like, I don't talk this often. This is in the shade Peach, and this, I believe, is the dupe for the shade Apricot. Like, Aldi are clever. They are very, very clever when it comes to duping products. But as you can see, I've used this quite a bit. In the summer, this with the filter finish with the collection was my go-to, mixing it up. The colour correcting, I don't really see it doing that much on my skin, but the hydration is there, the glow is there. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. For £6, it is absolutely stunning. Would I buy the By Terry one? Absolutely not. But I would repurchase this if it comes out, and it does come out regularly with the beauty stuff, especially in the summer, so keep an eye out. But yeah, would I repurchase this? No. Just because of the colour, it's too light for me. If you literally look at my makeup collection, I have nothing in this shade for my face. Like, I don't know why I bought that. I don't know if I can maybe give it away. I've literally only used it once. I don't know. But this one, would I repurchase? Definitely. Is it worth the £6? Definitely, because the By Terry one is £60 for the exact same size. And this is glass. This is glass. Like, £6. Unbelievable. £6, and the By Terry one is 60. Like, all of Aldi products are cruelty free, which is great. Like, I love this. I would repurchase that again. Highly recommend if you have an Aldi near you. Next, on to an oldie but a goodie. I used to use this, like, again when I first started YouTube in like the early 20s. Now it's the Hangover X primer. I love this one. It smells like coconut. It's so nice. And not only that, not only is it a primer, it's really nice skincare. It leaves a little bit of a tacky base, so it's great under eye foundation. It does actually have really good beneficial ingredients in there for your skin. It's got coconut water, which is great for your skin and just great in general. It's silicone free, prebiotic based ingredients, and it's just really, really nice. It's really hydrating and my skin loves this. So is it worth it? Definitely. Is it worth the price? Yeah, I don't really see much like this on the market. So yeah, and I would repurchase this because I've already repurchased it. So I would highly recommend this one if you're into your hydrating primers. As you can kind of guess, that is more my vibe when it comes to primers. Really hydrating, really glowy. I do have like the gripping primers for nights out and stuff, but for my everyday primers, I like a glowy base. I'm not too fussed of the longevity of it. So if that's your vibe, this is the video for you. Okay. Basically spoke about this entire video and it is one of my go-tos. I've already got a backup in the drawer ready to go when this runs out. It's the Collection Filter Finish. Again, it's on par with this. It's definitely less glowy than this one. I feel like this out of all four of them is the least glowy, but it just does something. It just really hydrates. It just makes your skin look absolutely stunning, and I use this without and with foundation. It's so nice and just easy to throw on. It's really easy to blend. It doesn't go cakey, it doesn't go streaky. It's just easy peasy. And I got the shade medium 2, which is the shade I use, and again it's just like that. This is definitely a lot more thicker than the Rimmel one. It's more actually like a foundation texture. Doesn't give the medium full coverage finish, but it does give something to the skin, whereas I feel like the Rimmel one just gives a glow. This is so nice. So nice, and it's I think £10. So I mean, Collection foundations and stuff are about £10 anyway. Their prices are going up as well. Packaging is absolutely stunning. It's a frosted glass, so that's probably why it's £10 as well, but the actual stuff inside is actually really good. So if you're in the market for like your Elf or Charlotte Tilbury thing, I don't know what they're literally called, but if you're looking for a drugstore alternative, this one and this one, really nice. Elf one, I haven't really used this one that much. It is the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. It is good. It leaves your skin super flawless, smooth, looks like it's got a filter on it. I just don't reach for it that much. Yeah, I just don't reach for it. I don't know why. This is definitely more liquidy than the normal putty. Don't know if you can see it. It is quite hydrating for a liquid poreless, but it is feeling like that silicone-y, but it's not super slippy. It just feels really nice. It does feel really nice if you're in the market for a liquid, like a professional sort of vibe. This is really good. It is really nice. It's a lot more hydrating than most pore primers, because of the liquidness. It's not drying, it's not that moussey silicone feel. It's really hydrating actually. It feels really smooth. I just don't reach for it that much. I go through phases of using the same product all the time. I don't really chop and change every single day, so it will come a point where I do use this again. But is it worth it? Yes, it's only £10. It's definitely worth it because half of the pore primers out in the market right now are really expensive. There's not much in the drugstore. Would I repurchase? I don't know, because I don't really use it that much, but it is nice to have a pore filling primer because it's the only one I have. Another pore primer, I probably would go back with this one. So yeah, I would repurchase it. Maybe it's just not right away unless I really need it. But if you're in the market for a poreless, what is wrong with me, my brain? A pore filling primer, this is the one to go for. It's so good. It is really good. It is really good, and it is really hydrating, and it feels really nice on the skin. It's not drying and stuff. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. I got this out of like a beauty box, and it's the Jacka Blanc. Hydrate Primer. It's vegan friendly, cruelty free, hydrating primer for face. I mean, I never reach for this. I don't know why. I've never even opened it. I can't tell you what it's like. So let's see. So again, it's like a cream. It's almost like the Maybelline one. Yeah, it's pretty much identical to the Maybelline ones. Tack though. It's actually got a little bit of a tackiness to it. So that's probably a better option than the Maybelline one because it has got a bit of a tack, whereas that Maybelline one does absolutely nothing but only give that little bit of hydration. I don't really know where you can buy this. I don't even know why I'm showing you this, to be honest, because but it is obviously vegan, which is really good. It's cruelty free, which is really good. It doesn't really leave any glow or anything like that. It literally just sinks in, and then there's a little bit of a tackiness to it. So meh, that's what I would say about that one. Meh. I have two from Iconic London. Now, you guys know, if you have followed me on Instagram and on here for a while, you guys know that Iconic London is like, it has a special place in my heart. I love literally every single product I've ever tried from Iconic London, and I've got quite a few. Like, it's the eyeshadows I've got on today. I love Iconic London, but that is my type of makeup. I like a light glowy kind of bronzy look, whereas if you're into like the really full coverage makeup, you might not like this. So it's all personal preference when it comes to makeup. It always has been. Like, what I do on my face, you might not really enjoy on your face, so why would you buy any of the products that I use if you don't like that sort of makeup? You know what I mean? But if you are in the market for a glowy primer, these are so good. So this one is like the liquid poreless e.l.f. one. It's a bit more expensive. This is the Iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. This is so nice. It's more liquidy. In fact, it's literally on par with the e.l.f. one, and the packaging, I'm sorry. The packaging is just stunning. I love Iconic London for their packaging. So this is like a liquid, almost highlighting primer. It's got little specks of glitter in it. So this is what it looks like. And then it's so nice. This is what I want in a hydrating, luminous primer. Like, look at that. That is what you want. But it blurs at the same time. So not only is it got that glowy highlighting look, it smooths and makes your skin look like it's got a filter on it. It is so nice. The only thing I would say is watch what you pair it with, because I can't use that and this or the Iconic Linen Skin Tint. I can't use that in conjunction with them because it just bubbles. But on their own and on its own with other products, for some reason, lovely, gorgeous. Is it worth it? Yes, it definitely is. It is a bit more expensive, but I'm okay with buying a little bit more expensive skin products. It's really nice. The packaging, stunning. Stop it. Like, I would happily have that out of my, like, up there just sitting. The actual product itself is really nice as well. Like, my hands are loving me right now. Like, they've never been so hydrated in their life. Highly recommend if you're in the market for a little bit more of a higher end price point. So nice. This, I have raved about this so much on my channel. This is amazing. This is like my favourite Iconic London product. It definitely is. So this is the Radiance Booster in Shell Glow. They have tons of shades. It's like a tinted moisturizer slash primer slash in conjunction with these sort of things. It's kind of like a mixture of everything, but it has shades. They're so nice. Packaging, I freaking love. I think that's why I like Iconic London so much. Their packaging just makes it 10 out of 10. And if you're like me and you're into your makeup, packaging's everything. So yeah, so this is what this looks like. It's got a pump. It's like it just does something. I don't know what it is. It just, because it's got a shade, because it's got a little bit of coverage, but it's not super duper coverage, and because it's hydrating and highlighting and glowy, it just, this on its own, I'm happy to go out the door with this on its own. Like, it's so good. So good. So good. It is just the most glowy product, but it's not glittery. It's just the most gorgeous pearlescent glow. Just stop it. Like, it is stunning. So are these two iconic London products worth it? Definitely yes. Are they worth the price? Debatable. I really like these, and I would repurchase, but it pains me that this is £36. £36 for this. So I can't help the price, can I? So is it worth the price? It's going to have to be, because I'm going to have to repurchase it because it is so good. It is my favourite iconic London product. It's just stunning. I just wish you weren't that expensive, my dear, but it must be good skincare and ingredients and stuff inside this for it to be that expensive. But that's the glow that you get for £36. Like, and I believe this is like £24. I can't remember the price off the top of my head. I'll leave everything linked, but they are quite expensive. I'm just going to put it out there. It's quite expensive. But yeah, I would repurchase both of them. I'm not gonna lie, I would. Oh, we have two of the Beauty Crop. These I got in the little trio with the gripping primer. I've never used this one, so this is another poreless one. I should maybe try it actually. Pore minimizing primer. I can't really give you much on this. I haven't even opened it. So avocado, which is meant to be amazing for skincare and your skin. It minimizes pores and smooth skin while helping your makeup go on better and lasting longer. I'm going to do this in a video, so that's one I need to definitely put on a video. And then we have the Cocoa Gold, I can't speak, I've been talking for way too long. The Cocoa Gold Perfecting Primer, Skin Perfecting Primer, a skin perfecting primer that helps provide a flawless base for your makeup application, and it's got little specks of gold in this, so it's really pretty. This makes your skin feel like velvet. It's like that silicone feel to it, but it literally just, the feeling of your skin whilst this is on is so good. It's so nice. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. The gripping primer is definitely my favourite out of the two. I mean, it's nice. I probably would repurchase it. I'm like that with makeup, with every aspects. I'm like that with every aspect of makeup. It takes a lot for me to not like a product. It has to be something ridiculously bad for me to dislike it, if that makes sense, and not want to repurchase it. So I probably wouldn't go out and repurchase this right away, but if it was on offer, if I really wanted it again, I wouldn't say no. There's nothing really wrong with it. I just prefer this one, and I don't feel like I need this one personally. I don't feel it would benefit me buying this again. But it is nice. It is good. It's just not my favourite. It does make your skin look and feel super flawless and stuff. But sometimes I feel like it can bobble a little bit because it is so silicone-y. But your own preference, you know? You might like it. People might love this over the gripping primer, but I prefer the gripping primer. But yeah, is it worth it? I don't know the price, so I couldn't say. Am I repurchasing it? Not right now. Do I love it? It's okay. It's nothing special, you know. But yeah, Little Elf Putty Primer. So these were a set of 3. And I've got the poreless putty, the matte putty, and the luminous. Now, this one, the luminous, I love it. It's balmy, it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. The only thing I hate about these is the fact they're in pots, because they drive me crazy to try and get the product out. It's got that putty texture to this, but it leaves a golden glow, which I love. As you can see, I have used this one quite a bit. So if I was to go out and buy the full size, I would get the luminizing one, definitely. Is it worth it? Yes. Is it worth the price? Yes. It is really nice. It leaves your skin super smooth and hydrated and glowy. Have the poreless. I think I actually prefer this to, I don't know, do I feel like this does more than the liquid one? I'm not sure why, but as you can see, that's so flawless now. There's no lines compared to that side. Like, this is such a good primer. I would buy the full size of the putty one, but I just feel like because that one's so liquidy, it just doesn't do the same as this. But this one is a bit drier than that one. That's more hydrating, so my skin feels really good, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd buy that one again. This one, however, I'm not into the matte primers. As you can see, I've barely touched it, because this is a weird balmy texture, but it does leave you matte. But I'm the complete opposite. I love an illuminating primer, so to have a matte primer, it's just not for me. I mean, it does leave your skin matte. So if you like a matte primer, you will absolutely love this. I just personally do not like a matte primer. So I just have it in my collection though, because why not? I only have this tiny little pot of a matte primer, so maybe if I want it on my lids or something like that, then yeah. But on the face, no. Is it worth it? Not for me. Matte primers. Would I repurchase it? Definitely not. And yeah, that's the end of that one. These two, however, are they worth it? Yes. You get a lot in these little tubs as well, so if you do want to try them out, I think it's £12 for the 3 tubs, where you're getting one big one for 12. I can't remember. Luminous one is definitely my favourite. It's just so nice under makeup and just leaves your skin super flawless. Definitely repurchasing it. Is it worth it? Yes, definitely. Poreless is really, really nice as well. If anything, I think I prefer that to the liquid one. I know a lot of people were saying that the liquid one was better for them. I just feel like this actually does something. It does proper cover the pores, whereas the liquid one does, but just not as well as this. So I would recommend this one as well. But if you do like this one and you feel like the putty one's too drying for you, I've got quite normal skin, so I can get away with both. But if you've got obviously a drier skin, I would definitely go for the more liquidy one. But yeah, that is all my primers. We're done! Yay! Yeah, so as you can see, I've got a preference when it comes to primers. It's definitely more on the glowy, hydrating side of things. I've got a mixture of high-end and drugstore. I've got more drugstore than high-end, to be honest with you. I do like the gripping primers. The gripping primers are definitely my favourite kind of long-lasting primer. And my other Iconic London primers are just top tier, just my favourite. But again, I will leave all of them linked down below if you want to check them out, with prices and links. Hopefully, sometimes I can't find really good links. Usually they're like a paragraph long and then I don't have enough space for all of them, which is annoying. I don't know what to do there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A great big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing if you did that. Comment down below any of your favourite primers, because I'm not over trying primers. So let me know. Hook me up. Drugstore, high-end, doesn't matter. And I hope you have a great week, great day, whatever you're doing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.